Hello. Hiya, Michelle. How are you doing, lovely? You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm enjoying the weather.
I could see your energy is pinging. Ping, ping, ping.
Ping, ping, ping. I think it's the weather. It must make me happy or something.
It just raises the energy, doesn't it?
How have you been? I saw you launch your academy. Well done. And what's that? What's been happening?
So for me, lots going on. It's a case of I had to try and get the website done. So
Mm,
and it was really funny because when I asked to have time with you, I thought, why do I need that? I think I'm doing okay. But of course, then when I looked at the dates, it was, yes, it's only 5 weeks away. So my countdown has begun. So I wanted to ask you about more funneling. And I know that hey, Swami, I know you had already reiterated master classes as a way.
mm,
Um, with social media, sometimes I'm a bit concerned that I'm doing too much.
Are you enjoying it? Let me look at your social media. Are
Oh
you enjoying it? Or
no.
you find it strange?
Chicken 65, a lesser known Indian takeaway dish for dessert.
Are you enjoying doing that or not really?
Well, I know that they love my face, but because I've had so much to do in the background with the website, etc., um, I haven't done my face for a little while.
Oh,
And because sometimes I get a bit confused. So obviously I've got the countdown to the courses,
yeah.
and then you also tell us to do the tips, the testimonials, the stories. So how do I entwine that so that I'm clear?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I'm just having a read. Do you have a masterclass planned?
No.
Do you want to do a masterclass or no, like an intro or no?
I extend a lot of energy in master classes, and it's a lot of build up just for the master class. I tend to get, and know I can't just rely on that. I tend to get a lot of people quite organically through word of mouth, and sometimes people will just DM me. So I want to sort of focus my time on really, I don't really know, because at the same time I'm saying that, my guides are saying, listen to her. So I'm listening to you.
So my sense is that we can keep this simple. So if you have people through your own contacts, I think the easiest thing to, I mean, you don't need to follow the woe to wow tips and all of that as well. We can keep this really simple.
hmm
Give me the date again when your course begins.
14th of September.
Oh, okay, 14th September. So my sense is to keep it really simple and
hmm
uh to put a message out to all the people you know and
hmm
let them know that you are finally, starting your, what do you want to call it, psychic development
Yes, my academy.
academy. You're finally starting your academy, and your academy does what? Can you tell me?
So psychic development courses, as well as workshops, as well as Mother, I'm on a call, as well as one-to-ones
Right.
with coachings and healings and readings.
And what is it you're going to launch in September? Which one of
The
those?
actual the actual development courses.
The psychic development course. Is that your first
Yes.
course? Yeah. So I think
Yes.
the easiest thing to do is number one, just make one video.
hmm
And it's a really simple video. Like, have you ever wanted to develop yourself psychically, but you didn't know how?
hmm
Or, you knew you got messages, but you didn't know what to do about it. Or perhaps you suddenly get images and insights, and sometimes it can scare you, or
Mm.
you feel uncomfortable. and you want to find out a bit more about it, then your psychic development beginners course might be the right option for them. To just send you a private message and you'll have a chat with them about it.
Okay.
Like easy peasy, simple, have a chat. And then if you start getting more inquiries than you can cope with, then at that point put a masterclass in place.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
think they just need to connect with you and your energy and feel you and your energy. But I'm sure once you start getting the word out that you're doing this in September, I think it will just take on a life of its own. And you don't necessarily need to follow that structure. But I just think one video from you, and then if you have time and space to do a second video, I think the second video would be your woe to our story. Like, what was the pain you were in and what got you down the psychic track?
Yes.
And then you can send that out to your database. Like if you have any of your folks on, like you can say to them, I'm launching this psychic development course. If you want to find out more about it, I've put together a free, if you want to find out more about psychic development, so not your training course, psychic development, then I have a community. What's the name of your academy?
The Butterfly Academy of Psychics.
Butterfly Academy is very nice, beautiful. So say, if you're a healer, light worker, or coach, and you want to be part of a community to learn more about psychic and psychic development, then just let me know and join this WhatsApp group. If you can just get them to join a WhatsApp group community, and so between now and 4 weeks, you can then on that group put out tips and techniques and your story, because they can ask you questions as well. And then you can let them look, I have got this psychic development. If anyone wants to speak to me about it, just message me. So like, it's like you have a filtered group of people that want to learn more about, and you can say to them, invite other people, who may want to develop their intuition. And so every week you just put one tiny little thing out for them. It could even be, if you have the energy to do your your Instagram, you can even put that link. So I would say, number one, do your woe to our story, which is what got you into psychic development. What did you learn from it? And then you can pose it as a question in the WhatsApp group and say, I'd love to learn from you, like what made you more aware of psychic and what is it? Like you can kind of get some conversation going with the people that have joined your group. And then the next one you can put out can be, about, well, you can even ask your group and you can say, what are the topics you want me to cover in psychic development? So say if someone says, oh, they got scared because they suddenly got information, and then that's exactly what happened. And so then you can make an Instagram video centered around that. Have you ever got scared? You suddenly got a message about someone and they died. Michelle, you've heard the stories, and you thought, there's something wrong with me. Did I kill them? I want to let you know you didn't kill them. It's just you were so open and intuitive, and you're plugged into the universal energy that you got the messages. You're a vehicle. You are not the message. You're just the vehicle. You're just the one that's conveying the message that spirit is sharing with you. So if you have sort of frequently asked types of questions people share that's intriguing to them, and then you can put a video out on what's the other areas, like what's the reason people are curious about psychic development.
So a lot of them are seeing sequences, or they just empaths. I shouldn't say just, real empaths. They just know things.
Yeah, lovely.
So there's such a different range of people. And for some people, even though they don't know who their guides are, they've always known that they're relaying or communicating with their guides, but not quite sure to trust the messages, etc. So it's really to help them to anchor that and come from a sense of knowing instead of, oh, I don't know if this is right or wrong, this indecisiveness. So it's a range of people, but a lot of people also, and it was lovely to work with so many people here because they come from a place of trauma as well. And they know that some of that stems from past lives, and they want to uncover some of what's also going on there. Yeah, so it's such a range of people. It's quite beautiful at the moment.
That's lovely. So if I take on one of the things you shared, like sequences, like 111, 222, 333, like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can begin your video with 111, 222, 333, 444, 555. Have you been seeing these numbers lately?
Mm-hmm.
If you're seeing these numbers, that means just what one sentence. If you want to learn more about what these numbers mean, I've got a free kind of psychic development community. Just type 111 below and I will reply back to you and share the free WhatsApp group for you to join.
Lovely.
You may want to call your WhatsApp group something slightly different from your psychic development course. So, well, you had a message.
I'll have it. I'll have a fit. Well, it was really funny because one of my friends said to me, because I have a lots of cats around me, large cats all the time. And she said, it's really strange you went for the Butterfly Academy because I would have called you the Roar or the Lion Academy. So I'll have a little think about that.
I can see Lion Academy, especially when Leo, but I think Butterfly is also beautiful.
The
You want to
transformation.
give it a name that they can, it's immediate, it's very quick for them to work out, you know, like if it's if it's pregnant women, then mums to be is really good, you know, like as in give it a name that it's really easy and it's broad enough for you to keep developing your community. So as you launch different courses, you know, you can, you know, so you have to ask yourself, what's the dominant thing they come for? Is it healing? Is it learning?
It's mostly learning, but then things come up. And of course, that's where they discover that they do need some form of healing also.
What are the other words they use to describe psychic work?
Well, you know that the big one is fear. The big one is fear, but just this sense of knowing. They want to understand this knowing. They want to also trust, which is a big one. And for many of them, they just have this feeling or sensing or knowing that they want to truly grow. And lots of people say, I just don't know how to connect.
So the message you can put out is that you're creating a community for empaths, light workers, healers, and those who want to develop their psychic gifts and talents. And you'll be starting it with a free WhatsApp community and, you know, giving out little tips and pieces of information. And the group is called Home.
And that's where the heart is, and that's where we work from, the balance point. So thank you. Oh, thank you so much. That brings a lot more clarity.
Does that feel? Yeah, it's like they're coming home. Because sometimes psychics, they're like misfits and they're not accepted and they
That's so
feel
true.
outcast.
Yes.
And that's another great video for you to put out there is, have you ever felt like an outcast, like nobody really got you, you were on the outside the whole time?
They don't fit.
Yeah, you don't fit. And that's the reason why I've created a community called Home, which is only for empaths, light workers and psychics who just feel they don't fit in anywhere, and you're seeking a home
Mm.
where you can be part of a community and you can learn about what's happening and you can develop your psychic and intuitive abilities.
Fabulous. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That brings a lot of clarity, and I just need to do this now. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
That feel okay then?
Yes, feels spot on. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye. Hello, Shabaji. It's lovely to see you.
Hello, Dr. Rangana.
Hello.
Same,
How's it
likewise here.
going? What was that?
Yeah, same here. It's really
Mm.
nice to see you and everyone.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it. So you wanted to look at your worksheet. So what do you want to chat about? You can be some free flow chat initially.
Maybe I can start with a bit of an update.
I'd love that.
So one of the reasons that I have not been able to concentrate on this side of the work is because of my professional obligation. So I am in a project or working with the client where it's a lot of chaos. So it takes a lot out of me to maintain that zone of stability or calm for myself and my team. And that's my day starts at around 8 a.m. in the morning. And before that, I try to get around 1.5 hours of peace and tranquility where I can do the focus work. And before that, I usually wake up at around 5:15 to get my morning, let's say, stretching, meditations, and everything get done. And then 1.5 hours of focused work. But sometimes, and this is not possible on every day. It's on one couple of days I'm not in that zone. So I have been actually kind of praying that, yeah, this contract ends. So our contract end was still December this year. And I was hoping that, yeah, this contract ends, I move to somewhere else where I'm able to focus more on this side of my life, my purpose. So yesterday I got an update that the contract is pre-terminated and it's ending on September. So it was suddenly an amazing news for me that, yeah, I have been praying for this and it came like a Christmas bonus.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, well done.
So there's something to look forward to. So at least now I have control, I have visibility of how things are going to end here. And then I will have hopefully the next one would be much more less demanding. I'm also thinking of exploring other ways. Let's say, yeah, I need that cash flow at least for now until I'm set in this, in the coaching business with the client flow. So I'm thinking of actually writing down what kind of new assignment or new project I'd like to be so that I can focus here. What would the timings be like? What would be the work demands of me? So that's an update. And I'm planning for that. Apart from that, there was one more blocker. So I have shared this with you that there are so many, how to say, self-sabotage related feelings that keeps coming up, right? That I am not yet ready for this. There are so many things that I need to figure out myself before I can reach out. And that's actually has stopped me quite a few times when I'm trying to, let's say, come up with contents and all. So I'm not trying to force that. So that's why I'm focusing more on the limitless living side of things so that I can, and I'm focusing on my own self journey through IFS to get to know myself better. What are the things that are actually blocking me? And I have made a lot of progress there. So those kind of blockers are actually toning down, dialing down quite a bit. I'm able to sit with them instead of just going into a thinking mode and overthinking mode. So what I did last week was revisit my entire week one worksheets because the initial work that I did, it did not feel good enough. It did not feel what I was trying to go for. It needed a bit more clarity. So few things has happened. So I have found one coach who exactly looks to be like in the niche that I'm trying to adhere to. So what I did was I went through his content, I went through his sales pages, and exactly it looks like the market research that I needed. So I have taken a lot of content from there to come up with that week one worksheets. So that was that's what I was hoping to go through and maybe get some more clarity or some more concreteness into the soul's message, right? Which I mentioned in my Facebook group. Because I have a lot of clarity now in terms of my own strengths, weaknesses, and what I'm trying to offer. This is where I am at this moment.
That's such a wonderful update. Thank you so much. That's great. So you're a manifester as well. Your thought turns into action.
Seems so. Yeah, I mean, it has been happening quite a lot this year. So
Yeah.
I have started to believe this because this was unbelievable. I was hoping that, yeah, I mean, maybe after December, the contract will not extend. We had negotiated this contract for 1 year. Usually with this client, it's usually 3 months of contracts, but pre-termination was not expected. And it happening suddenly on the week I started thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm a believer, to be honest.
Hmm. So then you want me to, what do you want me to do next then now? Do you have
Yes, I can share that
I make you
as
co-host?
sure.
You want to share the link with me? What's easier for you?
Yes, I have the link I can share here and can go through a few worksheets maybe. And here's the consolidated link. So the weak ones are now complete. Where am I now? Who am I and my offer, my tribe, my fellow players? So all of these are quite in a good state.
Okay. So I'll just click on the link, yeah?
Sure.
Guide me where you want me to go first.
Maybe we can start with um, who am I and my offer. That worksheet maybe we can go through.
Okay, so you've settled for relationship coach.
Yes. I was thinking that the problem needs to be painful enough, right? So the relationship part is of central to my coaching.
Yes.
But previously, I was including all sorts of relationships, let's say with colleague, with friends, how a person shows up in all spheres of their relationship. But the most painful one or the most impactful one is the intimate relationship with their partners or their spouses. So that's what I'm going for.
Perfect. And I love that your mission is about the omega point and it's deeply threaded through with spirituality. So that's perfect. That's good. You've got lots of patience. You do this. You're very good at it. Okay. I help men reconnect with their family. So is it the orange one or is it both?
Yes. The black one is the older one, which I had. Then I came up with this one. But I
I
think
think
this can even be, it can even become better. Seems to me that it does not exactly reflects the, how to say, the pain point that I'm trying to highlight here.
and what's the pain point you're trying to highlight?
Reconnect with the family, that's fine. But So I have talked to a few people, right? So some of the things that they mention is that bottling of things, not feeling safe enough to express them and to discuss them, sweeping these things under the rugs. How do I mention them that this is what I want to take you through, or this is what I want to help you come out of?
So what's the pain? Tell me the pain.
You can look into this worksheet for my tribe.
Do you help men build deeper connections?
Yes.
Do they understand what is meant by that?
There are a few phrases I found. Deeper connection was not really one of them. Mostly it's getting on the same page. Let me open the sheet up.
Is the spouse's relationship that's more uncomfortable for them?
Please open up this link. Just a second. This will give you the pains that I have collected. This is the My Tribe worksheet. So the current and desired situation, I have collected this from the groups as well as from the sales page that I mentioned. Well, this seems to be quite accurate. So the things that they mention is communication problem. So this first column, this is the new values or the new answers that I mentioned. This was the old one.
Yeah.
So
This is your new, this is
Yeah.
your story.
yes. Story is AI generated. The one above are the ones that I collect.
Okay, these you got from market research.
Yes, market research, sales page, going through the sales pages and
But what's their deepest pain? Spouse, isn't it?
it's
Spouse. It's spouse.
either spouse or they're in a long-term relationship.
Or have a long-term relationship. I didn't hear that properly. Can you tell me that again?
So either they're married or they're in a long-term relationship, and they're
Okay.
feeling disconnected with their either spouse or partner.
And they want to be on the same page. For what benefit?
The benefits are conflict resolution. So they want to resolve the conflicts, and
So the pain that they're going through is what? Disharmony?
yes, arguments over small things blowing up into heated fights, walking on eggshells, tiptoeing around sensitive topics, communication problems whenever they talk. So they can't pinpoint what's actually going wrong in their communication, but the overall term I see everywhere is communication problems, communication problems.
Okay. I help men resolve conflicts and get on the same page with their spouses through authentic conversations, transforming tension into understanding and creating a harmonious, united partnership. What's missing here?
Absolutely.
What could be better? Everyone give me feedback. Could be better? What's missing based on what Shubhajit's shared? And you having a look at his link.
So the benefits also I swipe from that sales page, and this is very, very accurate that they want to laugh playfully together, feeling safe and securely connected to one another. They will have resolved their differences without fighting, instead building a deep bond. They will be using their new communication tools to talk freely about their feelings, needs, and wants without sparking a disconnection. The withdrawn and shut down partner will come out of her shell and open up emotionally. Your critical, angry partner will soften, listen, and offer them space they need.
So all these points are great. I think you need to develop a training course. There's another element you just brought up, which this doesn't capture, and that is emotional closeness. Isn't that interesting? I think that's so interesting. I wasn't sure it was intimacy, but you talked about emotional closeness. Deep, intimate connections with their spouses, creating a space for open, authentic conversations and emotional closeness.
This is very good. This is so much near to the actual problem that I was hoping to go for. This was previously not getting captured. I help men resolve conflict and build deep, intimate connections with their spouses, creating a space for good conversations.
You
And
can
emotional
interchange
closeness.
spouses for partners. I don't mind. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Rashina, does the conversation part do it, you think? We've added conversations. Is that all right?
Yeah,
Partner.
communication is what I felt as well, because between partners, that could be a miss. I mean, with
But I've added
men.
conversations now.
Yeah, so that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. And also, when you mention partners, I think partners is better because people can be in relationship, not married, right? So it just
Yeah.
broadens your
Mm.
tribe.
So with their spouses or partners, my hallucination is those who are spouses are more likely to initially invest because they've already invested quite a bit in the relationship versus someone who might be a partner because they haven't given the same level of commitment always as the person who's got a spouse has.
That's true.
That's true. Because there's an already, as you mentioned, there's already a lot of investment mentally, resource-wise in that relationship, right?
Do you feel like writing a book? So are there a lot of books in this area? Male power?
Not
There's girl power. Where's some boy power? Some male power. Man
there is
power.
one book,
Yeah.
and there is one book which gets cited a lot, but that's a kind of manosphere book. That's not really conducive for people who are actually trying to build relationship like this, healthy relationship like this. So my thoughts are first getting experience with coaching, then coming up with a course, maybe with those kind of ways. I will have some sort of structured approach by then maybe a book.
Fair enough. But with the experience you have today, do you think you have enough content to write a book?
That's for sure, yeah.
I'm just putting it out there because think about Robin Sharma. So Robin Sharma didn't start his life out as a coach. He started his life out by the monk who sold his Ferrari. And people, because I suspect there's a gap in the market. I'm going to do research in a moment right now on this call. I suspect there's a gap in the market where this is a uncatered for market. Yeah, Matthew Hussey is best, but he's only women. No, there's nobody really catering for the men that much. There's in fact more who cater for the women. But I just wonder if this audience will be a little bit more comfortable accessing a book first versus a training course. And the reason I bring up book, Shubhajit, it's something that's quite nice that you can every week commit to maybe 2 hours or something like that and work on in the background. I mean, it's in your head and it's quite easy to get it out. And it might shortcut your whole marketing plan. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Let me open ChatGPT, the one I just used to do I want to just try out what it's like with your book writing. Okay, so I need help writing a book for men about the above. Can you give me 10 book titles? I don't know. None of them did them for me. None of them.
Conflict to connection.
You
Number
like
three is
number three.
yeah, number
Okay.
3 is immediately stands out to me.
We like number 3. Can you actually they're so validating. Great choice. Always tries to
Yeah.
make
Yes.
you give me the reasons it would not be a good choice. And also give me more impact, hard-hitting titles, but on that theme. Conflict to connection. Save your marriage now. Have change, fix what's silent crisis. Okay, for now we can go with conflict to connection though, yeah? This for now is a working concept, yeah? Save your marriage, it gets the attention really fast, even though we're not just talking about marriage, you know? The no BS guide to rebuilding your relationship is, you've got this one here, fight less, love more. How men can end arguments and build deeper bonds. For now, though, let's go with conflict to connection. Okay, tell me the start of your story, Shubhajit. First chapter is about?
Okay. I think the first step should it should start with awareness that what are the blind spots.
Do you want to do it as a story, like fictional, or you want to do it as theoretical? I was thinking fictional, like Robin Sharma, like your own
Fictional.
story.
Okay.
Your own story, you know, like, but are you comfortable getting your own autobiographical story out?
That's something that I need to think about immediately.
And probably ask somebody else as well. But for now, let me just map something out, okay? And then you can
Okay.
add. So awareness where I was married, 24, loved my wife. We kept fighting and I was frustrated and found it hard to express my emotions. And I had so much anger on the inside. But yet I was stuck on people pleasing that I could not speak my truth and got more and more frustrated and felt distant and disconnected. I loved her, but I could not show up for myself and my feelings. So write it like a story in storytelling. Do you like any authors? Who's your favorite author?
Recently, I haven't read much of fictions. If I go for style, then haven't really read for, not recently at least, for enjoyment. Mostly it has been books for learning. So if I go for fiction wise, then it's Frederick Fawcett.
Is he like a drama writer?
Yes. And then George R. R. Martin. But that, I'm not sure if that would be appropriate for this kind of a book.
The Silent War. Shubhajit. It was Friday evening, the kind of evening where the sun hung low in the sky, cast long shadows through the window. The air was thick with tension. As I sat at the kitchen table, I could feel in every fiber of my being the energy was sharp, cold almost, while mine was a twisted mess of frustration, anger, and something deeper, something I didn't understand. I loved her, always had. For the night, as we exchanged our usual words that didn't quite land, I could feel the distance between us stretching further. My name is Jack. I was 36, married for 12 years to Emma, a woman I still adored despite everything. We'd been through our highs and lows, but lately it was like speaking a different language. What happened? I kept asking myself. How did we get here? The fights had started off small, misunderstandings here and there, sharp comment, a disagreement over something trivial. But then it started to snowball. I was drowning in a sea of frustration. Dislike, like, so, nothing, anything.
It's quite visceral, that much for sure.
So visceral is not your thing?
The thing is that while I'm thinking about writing this book, the approach that I had earlier was, let's say I used to publish bi-weekly newsletters, and the idea was to collate all of those into a book. So that what I was thinking was that maybe I need to work more personally, right, one-to-one with people. And I'm not sure if just reading a book would bring that. And even I'm in a place to write that kind of a book, which will resonate with people without actually working with them. The reason is that I am quite an isolated guy, right? I'm not that quite social going. So often I feel difficult to relate with people. So I need to work with people first. This is my take, that I need to work with people first to understand that what to actually write here. I am very
Okay.
good at lecturing. I mean, probably I will just end up lecturing a lot and turn off people, but I'm not sure if that will be impactful.
Whatever you feel, I'm on board with. I'm on board
Book
with what.
is something that I definitely want, but I want a book that will actually, it will be relatable, basically.
I mean, I feel what you just shared just now, though, is so relatable. What you just shared, about you just shared your own emotions about. I think that's I don't know, Swami, you're a man. I mean, do you think it's so relatable?
Well, I have, at this point, I'm not able to make a connect. I feel there are so many things. What we are saying needs to land, and that landing is yet to happen is what I have. That's the sense I have.
If you step back from it and just hear what he's saying and how he's communicating in terms of what he's been through, is that a book worth reading for a man?
Definitely, because those are real struggles that men face. So if the book is going to reflect the struggles and the way out that he was able to find, then definitely it is.
Honestly, what I feel is that it will be quite, how to say, self-aggrandizing. See, I had to figure out a lot of things myself. And this is my baggage of growing up in how I had to grow up, that I had to figure out a lot of things myself. There, I still have, and this is something that I talked with Aditi as well, I still have a very much distrust about authority figures because I could not rely on them. And it's bound to become I mean, glorifying myself, that this is what I did, this
What's
is what
wrong
I
with
did
that?
and all.
Hmm.
It's wrong with that. And that would be blowing my own horn, right? Mostly. I'm not sure if that will help people.
So if you blowed your own horn, what's going to happen?
It will turn people off.
Okay. So you're very scared about turning people off. You mentioned it more than once.
Yes, that's true.
What will happen if they get turned off?
If I'm trying to, let's say, reach to them and share what might be beneficial to them, and if they're already turned off by someone who is too full of themselves, maybe the entire effort will be wasted, right? I'm used to keeping a low profile. That's hard to change.
Okay.
And what I feel is that I need to do something to be able to reach a stage where I am able to write a book.
Okay. We can go with that. Non-fiction. Yeah, are you up for a non-fiction book? That also you want to wait?
So my thought, or at least what I envisioned, was working with people with a sort of structure that I have in mind. I need to put some more thought on that structure, verifying that that structure works, bringing tangible results to people, then turning it into course, and then turning it into book. This is what I had in mind, basically.
Okay, fine. So you prefer one-to-one course book. No problem. And you're not in a rush anyway, so it's good.
Sorry, I didn't get that last part.
You're not in a rush anyway, so it's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then with that in mind, you have your help statement now. Is that okay?
This is fine. This is absolutely fine. I have actually updated that there.
I'll just show
Uh,
everyone the non-fiction book. For anyone who wants to write a book, this is the non-fiction version, by the way. Struggle also, there's a paragraph about the person finding themselves in their situation, and then it talks about the power of awareness, so there's some wisdom here. Now, of course, this is only going to work if Shobhajit feeds ChatGPT himself. This I'm just sharing these example in case any of you have been thinking about writing your own book, by the way. So you can do more storytelling style with the prompt that I've given here. I think The Silent War is a wonderful title for chapter 1, by the way. I think it's brilliant. I feel it's done a really nice job, honestly, in terms of the chapter. The anger that lurked, the people pleaser in me, the breaking point, the first step to connection, and then reflection. And then if you go down in the non-fiction, it says, look inward, understand your emotions. So of course, Shubhajit, I understand integrity is a big part of who you are. I just wanted to share it with everyone in case any of you wanted to write your book. To see how easy it was to do that. You just need to put a few little things about your emotions and what you feel in your story. And I got it to help write my first chapter of my book, though it gets a few things wrong. So then I have to go and have to edit and remove things and add things in because it doesn't understand everything unless you really feed it a lot of stuff.
True.
Once you feed it a lot of stuff and you tell it how you want it to write the book, you can write it. Sorry, I interrupted you, Shubhajit.
No, I just said true. Yeah, I
True.
agreed just basically. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you can turn it into a fictional book, Aisha, absolutely. Absolutely. But I was thinking of Shubhajit's book, not, being in a fictional tone, but written more like like I was thinking of Robin Sharma, like written more in the like, this is my life, and then these are the things I did, because he would do chapter and then exercise, chapter, exercise. So I was thinking of more, that kind of the book that's about your own story, but threaded in within the book is the learning and the teaching, where it sort of becomes the Bible. The reason I was in urgency is because it's an unmet need in the marketplace. I was trying to get your book out to launch first. That's all.
Yeah. The thing is that if I freak out in the
if you freak out, that'll be another
if I
chapter.
freak out in the middle of doing that book, better to just take it slow.
Fine, whatever is easy for you. I would just invite you at that point to write the chapter on the freak out.
Okay, I'll do that.
Well, doesn't every woman, I mean, come on, we freak out like crazy anyway, but doesn't every man have a freak out moment at some point? I mean, I don't know men as well as you both, so you're going to have to guide me more,
Men usually, and at least I know personally from my own experience, and I've seen other friends as well, they try to numb that freak out by some or other means.
Yeah, exactly. That's so common. Exactly.
The method can be different for everyone, but the modus operandi is the same. It's too much to take, so better to numb it or
I
to
think to
distract yourself with
vocalize
something
this
else.
is so important. It's so unknown. Like, women need to learn this stuff. I tell you, my partner, the version of him that I see with me, is not the same as everybody else. He does like putty, shares everything. I've seen him with his friends, all like bravado, drinking beers, this, I don't know who this person is. Like, I don't know who this person is. They're like totally different human being. Like, but then when he's with me, he just opens, shares, talks about his fears, hopes. He'd hate it if his friends ever found out he cried a tear. So I keep quiet. A blackmail list. I think people need to know the inside story. I think the inside story is unknown. Whereas the females, like by that guy now, Mars and Venus man, what's his name? He's the one that popularized relationships. But his own relationship is such a disaster anyway. Don't judge in front of Shubhajit. Okay, so
True.
Fine, we can begin with one-to-one. Let me go back to do what you would like me to do. Sorry, that I deviated for a moment to my own agenda.
I think this is how to say, this is kind of seeing myself in a time machine, because this is definitely something that I see myself doing, but probably I'm not ready right now.
That's okay. It's me being the pushy one. I'm very comfortable going at the pace that's right for you. So I think we're good with this one. My offer now, yeah?
And then next one would be my tribe.
I think you've
This is
captured your tribe perfectly. I think you really have. You've encapsulated every single thing about them. My sense is there's nothing more to do on it. Like I
yes.
want to move you to implementation.
Yeah. I
I mean,
am
I think
quite
it's
happy with
perfect.
this
Like
version.
I might steal your worksheet and say to Amrita, the next time you teach Soul to Soul, please show his, you know. What do you want me to see next?
I think these are the two things that I wanted to discuss, and I already have what I wanted. The statement that you gave, right, the offer statement, which dug much more deep into what I'm trying to say. Now I will just refine it a bit more so that I can capture it in that word limit of Facebook, where I can publish it.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I missed thinking about that. It's true. Within the word limit of Facebook, that's true. So I want to put another prompt in then, just hang on a minute.
Sure.
Um, mm, oh, see, this is what it does. It strives to overperform. Helping men strengthen family. Needs to connect with what we shared. The problem is, you know, when it learns too much, it just goes a bit, and it starts to overform. Yeah, Aisha, you were saying you also see it as a gap. Yeah, yeah, thank you, everybody. I think it's a big gap. Oh, they've written with their wives, but maybe with their partners you'll prefer. So how many?
Oh,
It's within the limit and should stand out. What do you think?
definitely.
You okay with it? Give me 5 variations, add some shock elements in. That's for me, not for you. Shock elements, because it's not your style. You nodded at one point. Where did you go? Where did you nod? What was the word, Shubhajit?
Learn how to break the cycle and build emotional closeness. I think help men turn conflict into connection, creating deep, lasting intimacy with their partners. I help resolve conflict and create the
Creating
intimacy,
deep what? I heard last. Deep what?
deep, lasting intimacy with their
Oh, I
partners.
heard deep last. Great deep last. Okay, lasting love and intimacy. Did you say
Number
love?
4 is also great. I help men resolve conflict and create emotional intimacy you have
You've
always
been
been
craving.
craving.
Turn conflict into connection. So please remove marriage. Refer to what? Relationships. What do you want to refer to?
Yes. Deep love and lasting. Stop arguing, start connecting. Create deep, lasting intimacy and love in your relationships.
I think Stop Arguing might be quite a nice book title. Stop arguing, start connecting. What do you think? Aisha's quite happy about that.
I'm laughing because Shubhajit wants to go away from book, but it's really good to see how you're bringing him back.
No, this is
I
not
love
the
the
book.
title.
This is for his Facebook, but I was just letting him.
Facebook by.
It's a good title also.
Yeah, definitely.
She's so naughty, Asha. I love it. She caught me. Okay. Well done, you. Okay. Shivaji, what else do you want to have me to have a look at?
Can we share those prompts or results? I can
Yeah.
also take note
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
Okay, sure. I'll just copy the whole thread and share it with you.
Sure.
I'll just put it on your alumni group as one big thread.
Okay. Awesome. I think this is enough for now.
It's okay. He's like, she's like, if I talk anymore to Ragna, she'll make a Netflix movie in the next second. Like, just stop right here. Like, this is enough for today. God knows where it went. I did think of the movie. I kept quiet. Like when I read the book, the style, I was like, oh my God, cut to. I can see, the scene playing out right now. I already like hired the actors and actresses also. Okay, Shivaji, thank you for letting
Thank
me
you so
use
much.
myself. Well, thank you. Thank you for being such a great sport.
So what I'll do now is I'll just go through those and I'll start diving deep into the week 2 activities because that's my plan for this weekend.
Yeah, perfect. Seems great. They've just done questions class with me last 5 days or so. So they can go back and say, well, she doesn't really listen. Very good. Okay.
Hypnotized into believing.
Yeah, believing. Exactly. Whoa. It's all right. Don't worry. I'm going to implant it into your sleep cycle now. I better be invited to your book launch, huh?
Absolutely, definitely.
I want to pay for the first signed copy. I want to buy the first copy.
It's
Signed.
happening then. It's definitely happening.
Yeah, I can see with the press release. The like queue of people. I think women are also buying it, by the way. I don't think it's just the men. I see many women in the queue, not just men as well, because it gives them a window into the world of the man. I think it's important for them to understand that window as well. I think it's a
True.
very neglected window. There's been a lot of understanding about women and da 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 and all of this stuff.
The thing
You
is
can
that,
get your husband's okay. Very
see,
good.
I have grown up with a father who was completely emotionally distant, right? So most people don't understand it, what's going behind that, why they're distant. It's a, how to say, it's a defense mechanism, but internally they are so very scared that if I screw something up, whatever I have is going to go away. So better to stay distant and keep whatever I have, even though at least there's something, right? So that's something that is not readily apparent to most people.
That's huge information, Shubhaji. That's massive. But again, it has so many implications for you to get this information out because it's about your private family life. It's about, so
Yes, I have to figure out that what to, because
I don't feel this story is very well known in the world. The story of the emotionally, there's a lot of work on the emotionally distant man being the bad one. Lot,
yeah,
like the avoidant, how horrible they are, blah, blah, blah. There's very little work on understanding their emotional depth and intensity. They're almost been painted as like the bad guy.
there's a reason for that because there's a lot of damage that comes out of that. But underlying, there's no really bad person, right? Everyone is a hurt person at best.
Come on, guys. You give me a little now. I mean, come on, wasn't that an amazing quote that Shivaji just did? I mean, please, that was brilliant.
This is something that I have realized, and this is something that I truly believe.
Please get this book written, Shubhajit.
Yes. happening.
Or at
That's for
least
sure.
dump the thoughts down in Notion, these thoughts that you've shared, you know. I made the mistake of not documenting my book fully when I healed from cancer. I just wrote a few chapters here and there, and now I have to really sit and remember what happened, what was it like, what do I need to write. I wish I'd written my book then.
I think the exploration that I do almost daily, that's already voluminous right now. I think,
Perfect.
yeah, I think, to be honest, I feel that a book is almost ready with the amount of material that I have. But it needs to be structured. And I think that my effort would be better spent in working first with people, then structure them. I capture so many things daily, and I have systems to capturing that, voice notes and written thoughts in the morning. So quite a lot of content is already there.
Yeah. Very good. You got a title option also. And but this I would put your name quote
Yes.
on it in your Twitter feed, you know. I would own this. It's very good. It's true, isn't it? It's so true.
True.
There is a bad person,
It's
there's
a,
only a person.
this is one of my core beliefs. See,
I think that's amazing. I think he's so inspiring to these men. Really.
hearing this last statement scares me, to be honest. This is I'm saying.
Want to be
I
inspiring.
claiming to be inspiring,
I'm not asking you to claim to be inspiring. I'm telling you it's so inspiring.
but I have to claim that, right, at some point.
You said no, you be uninspiring, no problem.
I'm still not there, to be honest. I need some work to before I can reach there to claim that part. So this is a part of the internal investigation that I have done on myself, that there is a part which wants that, but there are other parts who are still not ready for that.
Fair enough.
So that's why limitless living and therapy is so much important for me, because I need to go through that to be able to reach there.
Okay, fair enough. I'm with you. On the same page.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Okay. Good. What else? Is there anything else?
Nothing. I have everything I need for now. I'll be focusing on the week 2 sheets right now with the info. Week 1, I'm really happy. And as you mentioned, I think I have gone deep enough, and this is perfectly fine for now.
They are perfection itself.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Swami.
Just few shares and perhaps some inputs.
Oh.
So I have not done much of soul to soul work with regards to masterclass, but I have been working on the masterclass.
That's nice.
On the workshop.
Mm.
And of course, there have been a lot of other things that showed up in between that kind of deviated me from working on it on its course. So what I decided was, I already have a group, 2 to 3 groups where I have 200 to 300 people. I'll just announce the class and just have it. I just didn't have a flyer. I just made one flyer right now as we were speaking. I mean, as this conversation was going on. And then I just have 1 or 2 questions in that. I mean, some tips from you guys. And
One co-host to show it?
I think okay, yeah, I'll share.
You want to share the link or you want to share?
Share the link. I'll just share the, I'll share it from my screen right now. I have the Canva.
Yeah. Go for it.
So this is just something I just made from a template that I had created long back. So I have 2 questions in this. So one is, Be the Gift is a separate class, which is said to get completely formed. It is just 2 to 4 hours of class right now, but gift of invisible guide is fully formed. I already have an entire 1 day of structure of what I have to teach. Now the challenge with the gift of invisible guide is I don't have much to share about invisible guides in the masterclass in itself. I have a lot to share about be the gift. Okay, so I'm just going to share. So the core is awaken to the gifts within you and around you. That is the core of be the gift theme. Like there are gifts within us and there are gifts around us that we need to awaken. So the be the gift class in its core, it's about awakening the gifts within you. The gift of invisible guides is about gifts that are around us. Like invisible guide is one of the things that are around us. Awakening to them. Now, my question is, after I spoke with Amruta, the clarity that I got was that I have a lot to speak about be the gift because I already have a 4 to 5 hours of content. And out of the 2 hours, I can already use it as a masterclass. So my idea was to speak about the gift that are within us and what are the different pain points it creates in people's life when we are not opening? What are the different challenges we face when we are not tapping into the gift that we already have? Okay, and how opening to the gift that we have is going to be a solution to solve those problems. So I'm creating the pain problem, stating the pain problem, and keeping be the gift as a solution to help them to know that this is the way. Now the topic, the thing that I'm trying to sell is gift of invisible guides, but the content that I'm just going to speak mostly about in this masterclass is about be the gift. Awakening the gift within us, not about the invisible guides. I'm going to invite them. I'm going to get them to know what are the different gifts that are around us. One of the gifts is invisible guide. So my question is, am I misleading them by telling them this is a masterclass about gift of invisible guides, whereas it is about inviting people to discover the gift in themselves? That was the main question that I had.
Okay, and this is paid?
No, this is a free one. Because the new one, people don't really
From 9 to 6 p.m.?
Sorry?
From 9 to 6 p.m.?
No. So I just posted it from a different way. I just tried to.
Okay.
Timing I have not. So
Okay.
it's going to be around 2 hours of class where I'm teaching them also something. Like I'm going to share about how to. So there are a lot of.
And what pain someone goes through to want this program?
So one of the main. So there are a couple of pains that I have noted down. One of the pain is again people who feel stuck, people who judge themselves. Like if I take my own example, like the thing that I'm struggling with to solve of this is because I'm not willing to claim my gifts.
And what are your gifts?
The gift right now, this about so this creation that I have right now to show to the world is one of the gifts right now. But to even reach there, I have to claim my gift. So there are a lot of different. So one of the to give you a context, like the thing that I think that is wrong about me is what is actually strong about me. Now, this is the underlying thing about entire be the gift. So everywhere we have decided, okay. So for example, if we decided that money is a problem, people are the problem, body is a problem, there is a gift underneath that problem that we are not willing to look at. That is the entire core theme of be the gift. Like everything is a gift around us. All the problem that we have decided is gift actually. There's an underlying gift underneath that. But people want to get rid of the problem, but there is a gift that is waiting to be discovered by us. So one of the quote that I have seen that actually conveys this is every adversity carries with it a seed of equivalent or greater benefit. This is by Napoleon Hill. Every adversity carries with it a seed of greater benefit. So that is what it is. Like every problem carries with it a seed of greater benefit. I'm not calling that the benefit, I'm calling it as the gift.
So how do you teach people to work out what their gift is?
So so there are different gifts. One is gift of connection that we actually have, that we are not being. So there is a gift of connection that we can be with the plants, that we can be with the earth, that we can be with the phone. We are not even aware that this is possible. So one is, I'm talking them the gift of connection. There is a
Once they have that connection, how will it benefit them?
oh my God, it is going to be so much more. People feel that they are alone. They are not alone. They actually, like, everything around us is wanting to contribute to us. We do not even know that they are willing to be contribute. They are ready to contribute to us. So by the first thing is connection. The second thing is communion. How to establish a connection, how to establish communion with inanimate matter and the living matter, like the plants, like the sun, like the road that we walk through. So it is basically a different way of connecting and being on the earth, not anymore feeling like you are alone. So I'm teaching them a process of connection and also how to embody that. And also, this is my way, and I'm going to help them to find their way. Like, they have to discover their way. I'm going to set out how I discovered, because one of the core struggle because of which this class came about was I was not able to see, I felt that I'm a misfit. I'm not able to, any of the modality, I'm not completely able to resonate with. I seem to have a conflict with all of them. I seem to have a fight with all of them. Something or the other, I feel that is wrong with that. I feel that there should be something different. And I have been considering that this is a problem with me, but I discovered it's not a problem with me. It is my uniqueness. It is, I have a different perspective to it. And the only way where I can come up with any class which I entirely resonate is my own version of it. Does that?
I know you're doing great.
So now that means that there is
do people relate to the pain of disconnection, or people relate to the pain of being stuck?
So I am going to talk about the pain points first, and I'm going to tell them that there are steps, there are different gifts.
When someone gets unstuck, what do they experience?
They experience momentum. They experience joy of being able to move forward. They are able to experience
unshakable momentum. How to get unstuck and move forward in your life?
Yeah, that can be just one of the many. Yes.
No, that's the masterclass. My problem with your masterclass heading is it is not easy for people to understand what it's about. That's why I asked you all these questions. That we could come up with a really easy and catchy title that is easy. So if you're telling me the pain is they're judging themselves, the pain is they feel stuck, and the pain is they're not able to move forward in their life. Now, you've clearly got the solution. You don't need to let them know what the solution is when you're launching your masterclass. There's no need for you to do that. However, the solution that you are making for people, what did I say? Unshakable
momentum.
So you talked about momentum, or the momentum masterclass, or how to get unstuck and move forward in life, because it's much more relatable. Then, Swami, in your course, you teach them about
Acha, I got it now.
The stuck situation, the solution, which is the gift. Then you see these are the 5 pillars. These are the pillars you recommend. If they want to learn how to do these pillars, then they come on your paid program. Does this make sense what I'm saying?
Yes. So I'm not giving away the content of the class. I'm talking about the problem that they are familiar with. And I'm telling them that there is a way to come out of it. So one of the other thing is about, we are trying to do it all by ourselves. So we have an invisible guides who are waiting.
I understand, but you have to educate them about that. You can't call your masterclass the invisible guide, because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Gift of invisible guides, we cannot have the name.
No, you have to have a name, like Momentum Masterclass, or Gaining Momentum, or How to Get Unstuck and Move Forward. You have to give it a name.
So
how it's directly connected to the pain point.
Okay.
If you want to attract people on your class.
Okay, so how about a more clear name? So one of the other name that came to me, because I wanted to create as an access class, that is where Be the Gift came. A non-access, people who don't understand the access language would be, you are a gift, be it.
Still not enough for me to pay.
Hmm.
You can educate them about what gift is in your workshop and let them know that this is their next step, but it's not enough for me to want to come because it is not talking to my pain point or my benefit. It is centered around your process and your system. Like even think about Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within. That's his first course, UPW. He doesn't talk about his system or anything like that. Now, his second level is Date with Destiny. Now he's talking a little bit more about his system or wealth mastery. But the first one is Unleash the Power Within, UPW. Louise Hay, her first one, it's about heal your life. So you have to make it attractive. Why do people want to, they read her book. They read her book. I've got this gap in my life. I don't know what these things mean. I need to learn more.
Okay, so how about this pain point of where people feel that they have to figure it all by themselves? Okay,
I don't know if it's a big enough pain point. If you're telling me the pain point is they're stuck, that's the pain point. And they're not able to move forward in life. And they're not able to gain momentum. I think the whole concept, ask your audience, do some market research. My sense is this whole idea of momentum is actually quite big. It's like I feel stuck, I can't move forward, and like gaining momentum. And then you teach them to gain momentum. These are your 5 pillars. And you introduce the concept of guide.
So, I mean, it feels like what I am actually going to teach is so much totally different energy than just gaining moment. That's what I am getting when you use that word, but versus what I'm going to teach in the classes, like it feels like gaining momentum.
What you teach in the class is going to give them that result. They want a result. They don't want to be an invisible guide.
Acha, I am vested on invisible guides.
You are focused on a feature. They want to benefit.
Got it. Yeah, this feature versus benefit. This is one of the things that I got to listen to. Fine. So Be the Gift is a feature. Benefit is what I have to sell, and the pain point is what I'm taking. Okay. So what?
Send a message out to your groups and say, I've put together a free masterclass to help people get unstuck, gain freedom from judgment, and to move forward in their life. And I would like your help giving me some names for my free masterclass. Just put a message out to 200-300 people right now. If you want me to let you know a little bit more about what I cover, you just ask me below and I'll share, but just get them engaged in the name of your class.
Okay. So,
yeah.
So I don't tell them about
the
name of the class,
no.
Yeah, I get.
Tell them I have discovered a system that can help people get unstuck, free themselves from judgment, and move forward in life. And I would like to share it with people in a 2-hour free masterclass. And I would like your help and suggestions on what should I call that masterclass.
Yeah.
The central theme in the masterclass is about how you get stuck by accessing a part of you that most people don't know how to access, and make it a little teasery as well. You don't tell them that's invisible. Put it out. Just put it out right now. No more thinking. Just out. Is that okay? And then let us know what they suggest, what their names are. You've got some here as well about inertia. So get them engaged. I think market research is the best way to get your audience engaged. It's amazing.
Done. Fine. Thank you. I'll do that. Yes.
#living the dream. Aisha, you're up. Share with your brothers, yeah?
Yeah. If others are finished, I mean, if I have the time, I just wanted to share something
You've
maybe
got
that will help
I
Shivajit.
really want you to share. Please share.
Yeah, so as Shubhajit was talking about his area, because this is something very personal to me. Like, so I have two brothers and one elder sister. And currently, like, I think for almost 3 years, um, all of their marriages are suffering. And I'm the youngest one in my siblings. And being the youngest, and as a coach, I can see things, how it's happening. And but I can't really help them because no matter how much I'm trying to, like, convey to them, but all I can do is just try to direct them to get more educated onto that. So I'll tell more about my brother's side. What I could see is, and both the brothers got married like love marriage. They were in relationship for a few years and then they got married. And there is a huge lack from their side as men, which was, and I can see the main reason in even in my sister's marriage also, the main core reason is lack of communication. So because being the middle, I get to talk with both, like my brothers and the sister-in-laws as well, like my sister and my brother-in-law as well. So, and at the end, I mean, what hurts me is when I talk to my sister-in-law, like she has this image and she is stuck, she is feeling a pain, and she is trying to communicate to my brother, but he is not able to really process it. And so for her, in her map of the world now, my brother is becoming the evil person, right? And that's what it leads, and that's what happened with my eldest brother as well, and it led to divorce. So, and that came as such a shock, but that's what happened. So, of course, I mean, that divorce case, it's not only like from the lack of communication from my brother. There are other things, but I'm talking, I can see how the small things start building. And then it leads to such a big thing. And now I'm seeing even from my other brother, the sister-in-law who was like very quiet and very submissive, and now she's also opening up, sharing her difficulties, her problems. So that's her side of the story. But as I grew up with my brothers, I know where they are coming from. Like one of the, for example, like one of the biggest problem of my this second brother is he don't open up, he don't talk. Like you ask him anything, you share with him, share, and at the end all he will say like like, I mean, that's how he communicates. So she is finding it very difficult to communicate with him because she is perceiving that, oh, he doesn't listen to me. But when I see my brother, I know where it's coming from. Like example, especially about the communication part. Since very young age, he had problem with pronunciations, and everyone around him used to make fun of him. And he's like my immediate elder brother, right? So I'm very close to him. I used to feel very bad, and I used to hate all those people who used to make fun of him. So now with this perspective, with the learnings that I'm getting, I can understand where it's coming from. So as a child, he was not that kind of person. He used to talk, he used to share, but everyone used to make fun of him the moment he opened his mouth. So eventually he learned to keep his mouth shut. So what I'm saying is what he is showing behavior now, there is a reason behind it, which neither he is aware of nor the wife is aware. And I tried to, like, indirectly tried to explain to my sister-in-law, but I understood that she's not in a place to really understand these things because she is stuck in her own problems. So I leave that to that. So the men, I can see how these things are so lacking in them. Um, and they are suffering because from the men's side, they really want to fix the marriage. And they are just trying to give the space to the spouse because, as I said, they are thinking that fixing had to happen from the women. But that awareness is needed for the men to know that they also hold a lot of power. Like they can play a huge role in that too. And same like in my sister's case, like all these years I have been hearing her side. But recently, and when you hear her side, you will start hating my Jeju, like, you know, he's such a villain, he's such a bad person and all. And when this was the first time when my Jeju, like something happened, and then we started having a conversation, and he opened up to me and he started sharing. And he never got any chance in his life to share about his side to anyone, not even his family. Because anything happens, they also come and start pointing at him. Because everyone wants to save the marriage. So if he have to listen to that, he will. So when I got the chance to hear from him, all I could see is, I mean, yeah, there are some behaviors which are not right that he's doing, like he's showing anger and all, but underlying all, I can see there is love and respect for my sister, like pure love and respect. So all of those behaviors are definitely coming from somewhere, and no one is seeing it. So I feel like, you know, these men who are trying to fix the marriage, they're trying, but they are so left alone. And as you said, all the books and everything, it's everywhere. It's all about women, women, women. They are suffering. That's true, that's real. But this side is also real.
That's true. I love how you shared that.
Yeah.
Thank you. The
I hope
beautiful.
that helps to Shubhajit also to get something.
Absolutely. I think there's one point I noted down, the immediate phrase that came to my mind. I'll be using this as well. So this is how a marriage dies, a death through 1,000 cuts. So there's no single event that happens, but small wounds, they almost poisons the entire body of marriage. So this is something that I'll be using as well. And as you mentioned, right, that men, no one is going to accept that, and no one is going to come out and say that. Men fear a lot about criticism, opening up and getting criticized. And I have faced this so many times. Now it's a complete different dynamic with my wife, but it was also there. Opening up means there's immediately something is coming to hit me back. It's better to just keep a wall. It's for our own protection, basically. But as you said, right, it's completely in the subconscious. It's we are not even aware that we are doing that, and that's such a unfortunate thing, right? I mean, most people, they don't have the tools to fix those things which they're trying to fix. So it's like someone is trying to build a house, but they only have bare hands. I will be definitely using this for sure.
Yeah, you have actually put it into so nice words, and I like what you wrote there. It's really powerful. And I don't know, like, if most men like this are ready for, because for those who are coming to coaching are those who are already accepted it, they got that awareness, now they want to work on it. But even like writing the book, I'm not like kind of hypnotizing, but I'm just saying, even writing the book or even posting maybe articles, that will really, like, at least that will give open the door for them.
Mm.
And I think
Yeah.
for some men, maybe they won't even need coaching. They just need that awareness that they have a
That
power
it's
within.
possible. Yeah. That it's
Yes,
possible, that there's hope,
it is
basically.
possible.
Right now,
Exactly. Like,
everywhere I see in the Facebook group, there's so much hopelessness that, yeah, nothing can be done. The first thing, yeah, it's done. We have crossed a threshold. Now just prepare for divorce. This is the advice, the general advice that's thrown around in all of the Facebook groups. This threshold has been crossed. Now just prepare for divorce. There's no hope anymore.
and after a certain point, men becomes numb. So
Yeah.
they don't want to do
Yeah, you
anything. They
can only
just
take
let
so
it
much,
flow.
right? There's a limit.
Thank you so much for that lovely discussion. Thank you, Aisha, for your thoughts. Thank you, Shub. We have come to the end of our time together. We meet next Friday. We'll meet half an hour earlier than today because I don't have an event just before. So we'll meet at a usual time. You want to come for a brainstorm? Okay, we'll do a brainstorm next week on writing your book. Okay, sure. Perfect. Great. Anybody else need anything else? So, Swami, whatever you need, just hop back you can even just hold back for your own segment and just share. And Shubhajit, you're right on track, so well done. And Aisha, Sonu, you just let me know if you need anything, okay? Any homework? No, just come as yourself. Okay, take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
888 Leo Portal. Take care. Bye. It's the 8th of the 8th today. It's a manifestation day. Manifest your book now. Anyway, bye. Take care. See you next week. Sorry, I had to, just tried not to. Bye. Thank you. I think